Hello everybody and welcome to episode number 39 of My Football Manager 2023 European Journeyman Save, where we find ourselves in the Republic of Ireland trying to tick the nation off our list of every top tier division in the European game. We are the manager of Bohemians. It's our second season here and we're having an excellent season for a newly promoted side from the first division. We currently find ourselves in with a shout of the title. It's between us and Shelburne, of the dominant team in Northern Ireland. We will have a quick glance over what we did since the last time you were here, which was the 3-2 win over St Pat's Athletic. We then rather surprisingly beat Celtic in the Europa League playoff first leg, and we actually qualified for the Europa League. I was absolutely amazed. It was nearly £3 million in the bank. So financially, as a club, we've got 3.8 million. Which is really, really good. It's a good place for, if I do win the league this season, it's a good place for me to leave the club. Next up was Sligo Rovers away from home, the team who were fighting at the top towards the start of the season. Davliga and Michael King with the goals in this one, so the two inverted wingers coming up trumps for us in this game. Another dominant performance by Bohemians. It was then Malahide United in the Senior Challenge Cup second round, another convincing win in this one. Schwab bagged himself 5 goals. And after that, league-wise, it was a 6-2 win over Galway United. Giroux bagged himself 5 in this one, with Schwab getting the 1. We did concede 2 goals, disappointingly low from their 3 shots on target, but we scored 6 of our 10, so I wasn't really complaining too much. We followed that up away from home with a win over Shamrock Rovers. Schwab and Giroux again on the score sheet. Callum Douglas with the late consolation goal for Shamrock Rovers. David Cooper had an absolute stinker in this one, and I believe I brought him off for Graham Dunn. I did indeed, but not till it was too late really. But another game in which we outperformed the opposition. After that, it was Sarajevo in the Europa League, the league phase, where there's 36 teams in it. We're currently down in 27th with just the 1 win. But we did win against Sarajevo. It was a very, very good performance. Giroux, Tonino and King with the goals in that one. Galway were then in the Senior Challenge Cup quarter-final. Another comfortable win over Galway. We then took on Cork in the league. A 5-2 win. Giroux again with a hat-trick. Davliga and Tonino. But again, we did concede 2 goals. Cork City were actually in this game all the way. They had a much better... They had a better XG than us. They had a lot of shots. And it was... I was surprised by it, to be honest, because it's probably the worst we've played since the opening third of the season. And we did follow that up with a defeat away to Derry City. We were beaten 2-1. Paddy McIntyre and Paul Wells with goals for Derry. Manuel Schwab did give us the lead early on, and we deserved to lose. For the first time in a long, long time, we weren't the better team on the pitch. And it's quite concerning, especially as we followed it up with 2 more defeats. One away to Midtjylland in the Europa League. Probably expect to lose that one, but Schwab did get the goal. And then we lost to Shamrock Rovers at home, 3-2. Callum Douglas and John Cretaro with the goals for Shamrock Rovers. Michael King and David Cooper with the goals for us. Tonino missed a penalty in the 94th minute to square the game. And what these 2 defeats in the league in a row have done, have allowed Shelburne to close the gap right up. If we'd won those, then the title would potentially already be ours. But thankfully, we did bounce back 4-1 against Drogheda. Softitch, Schwab and Liam Burt with the goals. Stephen Gold with the goal for Drogheda. Again, we looked like we were back in form. And we backed that up with a 5-0 win over UCD. Giroux with 2. Tyreek Wilson, Liam Burt and Manuel Schwab with the goals, and we were back to our dominant ways against the team bottom of the table. 2 more games after that, we were beaten at home by Bayer Leverkusen, again a game that we weren't expected to win, and we got something of revenge on Shamrock Rovers by winning in the Senior Challenge Cup semi-final, and we will face Drogheda in the final. We've also got TNS, one of our old rivals, in the Europa League. But where we are in the league, we are on top. We're on top by 5 points. We've played the same amount of games as Shelburne now. There's 3 games remaining, so there's still 9 on the table. Today could be, depending on how things go, could be a double header episode in terms of live comms. Could even be a triple, depends on how far down to the wire the league goes. We are in poor form though in terms of league. We've lost our last 2 games league-wise, which is disappointing. No, sorry, we haven't. We've won. That form's not right if we go back through this. We haven't lost our last 2 league games. We've won our last 2 league games, and we haven't got a draw in there. So that form, I've got no idea. It says it doesn't even show a draw in there, but it shows us having a draw in the little form thing, which is not great. But Shelbourne, thankfully, have been dropping points themselves as well. We have a quick look at their schedule. They've got a draw in the league there, a loss in the league there. They're also in European competition, so they're not in great form. But if we have a look at the last 2 Premier League games of the season, they're against us. They're against us. Now, one of these was supposed to be up here way back in July. This is going to be in November, but this is one of the ones that was rescheduled because of the European competitions, and it's been moved all the way to the back end of the season. So we finish our season off with the team who could potentially beat us to the title, and the gap's only 5 points. If it was 6 points, we're 11 goals better off, so I'd be a bit more comfortable. But anyway, I've talked enough. It's going to be a longer episode today. We are away to St. Pat's in this one. We can win the league depending on how results go, so hopefully we can do that. The lineup we're going to go for today is going to be Kellogg, Finnerty, Andrews, Redshaw, Wilson, McLeod, Softitch, King, Cooper and Schwab, and Duros is the 2 up top. Duros is now on 45 goals for the season. Schwab's on 36. Cooper with 26 assists. So we have picked up form in the latter 2/3 of the season after the shaky start that we had. But obviously we're bedding players in new to the Premier Division. But it's looking increasingly likely that we are going to be ticking the Republic of Ireland off in just 2 seasons, which is going to be absolutely fantastic. We do have to get past St. Pat's, though. I know the last live com was St. Pat's as well, but unfortunately it's just the way it's fallen. Like I said, I've come back to see us lift the title, potentially, and today is the first opportunity that we do have to win the title. McManus O'Connor with the header there from the free kick. It goes just over the bar after 10 minutes. We've yet to get out the starting blocks here. We've already picked up a couple of yellow cards as well, which is a little bit concerning. Corner for St. Pat's. Slack to take it. It's a deep one. Kellogg comes out, claims that really, really well. Can he get us going up the other end? He's taking his time. Now he goes long. Looking for Cooper. Cooper gets there first. Finds Manuel Schwab into Duros. This is the chance for Duros. Good save by the keeper. It was straight at him, but he did make himself big. Shelbourne are also winning against UCD now, so that closes the gap. So the win here is vital. Good corner by King towards Andrews. Headed clear, though. King gets a second chance. It's headed clear by Slack. And then helped further on by Naziri. But we've still coming forward with Finnerty. Andrews looking over the top. Whelan wins the header. McManus O'Connor. Santaniala. Again, they've given it straight back to us in Reedy. Andrews finds Finnerty. McLeod. Finnerty again with the ball, looking over the top towards Cooper. Schwab gets there instead. Manuel Schwab, 37th goal of the season after half an hour, gives Bohemians the lead. Fantastic ball by Finnerty there to pick out Schwab. Just confirmation there that Shelbourne have taken the lead, so things are as you were at the minute, and it does look like we're going to need to get a result against Shelbourne. If we lose both those games against Shelbourne, then they are going to win the title. Chance for us to make it 2. McLeod, Softitch. Ball forward towards Schwab. He's in again. He's put it just wide of the post this time. Great opportunity there for Manuel to bag his second of the game. McNicholas with the goal kick. Goes long. Naziri's underneath. Andrews wins the header, though. Only as far as Willis. Willis has got Tavidi ahead of him. Looking to get the ball into the box. Comes back instead to Reedy. Back to Willis. Tavidi down the line. Comes back inside to Santaniala. Ball forward. Wilson reads it well, though. Cuts it out. Finds Kellogg. Kellogg goes long. Santaniala is going to win that, though, comfortably. O'Brien over the top towards McManus O'Connor. Wilson wins ahead of Softitch. King. Now this is the opportunity for us to counter. King's got a heavy touch there. Heavy touch, though. Really steps in. But again, it's like Sunday League football, this. Nobody can keep a hold of the ball. Some good tackles flying in. St. Pat's have ended up with the ball with O'Brien again. But he's given it straight to Finnerty again. McLeod towards Schwab. This is maybe the opportunity into Duros. Duros rolls it past the goalkeeper for his 46th of the season to make it 2-0 to Bohemians, and that was a long-winded highlight, wasn't it? Nobody could get their foot on the ball. Eventually, Duros with the finish, though. Right on the stroke of half-time now. Cooper with a deep free kick, looking towards Duros, headed clear by Whelan. Cooper gets the second ball. He's inside the area. Can he get his shot away? He can, but McNicholas clutches it out the air comfortably. That should see us through to half-time. And indeed it does. It does see us through to half-time. I believe Shelbourne are still 1-0. UCD could do us a huge favour here. It is still 1-0. UCD could do us a favour. Cooper with a free kick towards Schwab, the big striker, the 6'5", I think he is, Manuel Schwab. Comfortable save for McNicholas in the end, though, who goes long, but it's easy for Finity. It's a shocking header. He had more time than that. Slack advancing into the penalty area. Has he got any support? We're going to foul him here. No, Andrews makes a fantastic tackle. Finds Cooper. He's lost the ball to Slack. Great work there by the St. Pat's man. Slack. Favre with the ball into the box towards Tavide. Good header. Finity again with a poor header when he's got loads of time. Slack eventually gets it across to McManus O'Connor. And it's a poor effort. I just want to see how tall Schwab is. I keep saying he's 6'5". He's 6'7". He's 6'7", and he's actually turning into one hell of a striker. If you quickly caught his attributes there, he's becoming something of a beast. Into the final 20 minutes, it's Trainer with the ball, McCarrick. Shelburne have, by the way, doubled their advantage over UCD, but O'Shea's in behind us here, bearing down on goal. It's a great save by Kellogg. Absolutely fantastic save, one-on-one with O'Shea. O'Shea himself is going to take the corner. Weighing up his options here. We'll quickly make that substitution. It goes towards that 6-yard area. Kellogg punches it clear. McCarrick, Willis looking to recycle the ball, get it back into the box. Great challenge by Cooper, though, to keep the game as it is. And that's the full-time whistle, guys. Just the 2-0. Keeps us in the fight. Keeps us the 5 points clear. I think we just need, in one of the last two games against Shelburne now, we need a draw. We just need to draw one of them. And we are the champions. A draw would keep us 5 points clear with one game to go. So we're yet to beat Shelburne in the league, though. But I'm going to quickly fast forward to the Shelburne game. It's in 3 days' time, and I'll catch up with you guys for that, and hopefully we're lifting the title. Right, guys, welcome back to the away game to Shelburne. If you remember, though, Shelburne are one of our rivals as well, but we do just need a point. It's not going to be great. We struggle against Shelburne. I did look back through the last 5 seasons, and mid-70s is what's won the league for the last 5 seasons. 70, 75, 76, 77. We're already 76. Now, obviously, if Shelburne do win their games, it's going to get them to 77, which is about right. So, obviously, we need to be scoring about the same. But we have got 1 point left to get. I've had to make a couple of changes as well, a couple of suspensions to Redshaw and McLeod. So we've brought Fabio and Doherty in. That's the only 2 changes I'm making for today's game. I've rested the players, so hopefully they are raring to go. And we go and win this title. 1 point is all we need. And we can tick Ireland off, which would be absolutely fantastic. Just quickly click through all of these. It would be great to win the title at our rivals' place as well. It's a sellout, 12,000, 13,000 people here to come and hopefully see Shelburne's rivals, Bohemians, win the title. And it is Bohemians with the first highlight. It's Softitch inside to King. He's in the area. Can he get his effort away? He can, but he's no composure there from King. He's just laced it. And he's blasted it over the bar. It's still in orbit. Corner to be taken by Wilson towards the 6-yard area. He's headed clear, but Softitch picks up the ball, finds Fabio. Andrews. Softitch again, looking over the top towards Giroux. Giroux looked offside there. Schwab's put the ball in the back of the net. I've just caught a glimpse of the linesman at the bottom of the screen. I believe Giroux was the man offside from this ball forward from Softitch. We'll have a quick look. Indeed, Giroux is an absolute... I think Schwab's offside as well. Or the number 10, 20, King. King was offside as well. So there's 2 of them offside. Maha goes long. Andrews wins the header. Can King win it? No. Octay Tufan wins it. Fabio to Kellogg. Andrews looking long. Schwab should win this. He doesn't even jump for it, but Softitch picks up the second ball. Giroux falls towards Schwab. This is the opportunity. Schwab, he's put it in. Manuel Schwab with his 38th of the season. It's advantage to Bohemians. We've got one hand on that trophy now. We're 70 minutes away from being crowned the Irish champions at the first time of asking. King with a free kick. Back post. It's a header just over the bar there from Andrews. That would have been awesome to make it 2. But we're going 8 points clear at the top with 1 game remaining. And we are, as things stand, the champions. We do have to keep Shelburne out, though. Finity, Andrews, inside to Softitch. Fabio. goes long over the top. Redknapp wins the header though. O'Brien. Octave Tufan. Ball forward towards Brown. Brown's in behind us here. And Kellogg can't keep his effort out. Stephen Brown with his 10th goal of the season squares the game off at 1 apiece with 35 minutes on the clock. And we're back to as you were. We are still, as things stand, the champions. But Shelbourne are starting to grow into the game as we approach half-time. Hopefully we can get ourselves back in front on the stroke of half-time. That's a poor free kick, though. Wilson does win it back. It's towards the back post. Headed clear. Cooper's going to get there. Can he get the ball back into the box? His cross is blocked. Schwab wins the header, though. Redknapp. Sheehan's jumped underneath it. Missed it. He's given it straight to Finity. Tackled by Brown. Moylan coming forward with the ball. Brown's going to get... I've got fears of Brown, Finity getting sent off on that yellow card. Good header by Fabio. Doherty with the ball forward. Redknapp back to Maher in goal. Who goes long, looking for I don't know. Nabwezi. Stephen Brown scored again. We're behind here. We have fallen behind. No, he's offside. Oh, thank God for that. I cannot pronounce that name, by the way. Oh, he's a mile off. He's a mile off, and he's in a different county. Never mind. Never mind a tight offside or anything like that. Right, 45 minutes to go. We are still in pole position. All we need is a point. Can we hold on? Maher with the goal kick. It's a long one. O'Brien's underneath it. Doherty wins the header though. Schwab, Cooper. He's got Giroux ahead of him. Cooper going by himself. Going out wide to the right-hand side. Pulls back on his left foot. Good ball to Giroux. Aaron Giroux. Yes, come on. 47th of the season. Makes it 2-1 again to Bohemians. I just want to go all out defensive now. All out defensive is great work by Cooper. That's about his 28th assist of the season. Onto his favourite left foot. Great ball. Giroux just has to side foot it past the goalkeeper. And we're back. We're back where it's guaranteed now. Shelbourne have to score twice to stop us winning the title. I just want to go all out defensive here. Hold on to this. King's having a poor game. I might bring De Vliega on unless we make it 3. Redknapp, Wilson on the edge of the area, left-footed effort towards the back post. Giroux, I think the linesman hasn't ran back towards the halfway line. He's going to be offside. He's offside. Oh, it's a tight one, but his left foot there was offside. We're going to bring De Vliega on for King. King's not having a great game. Neither is Tyreek Wilson. Let's bring Dara Leahy on. Last game of the season. Well, I say last game of the season. Second last game of the season. Giroux Sanderson, though, wins the ball. Doherty over the top towards De Vliega, the new man onto the pitch. De Vliega inside the area. He's hit inside the post. Oh, the young Belgian could have wrapped it up there in style with 20 minutes remaining on the clock. But we deserve this. We are playing better than Bohemians if you look at the stats. Cooper, he's back in his own penalty area defending that. Kellogg out wide to Finity. Andrews now looking along towards the 6'7" Schwab. Heads it down for Cooper. Cooper again. Ball forward towards Giroux. This is for 3. Oh my God. Oh my word. Dion Sanderson clears it. That was goal bound. That. I can't believe that for the first time this season we're actually beating Shelbourne and it's in the game that matters. But we're not just beating them. We're dominating them. We are dominating them. We've got 10 minutes left. Finity wins the header. Cooper, the on-loan man, driving past his man, and his man has caught him. Adam Malachi has been sent off, and it just goes from bad to worse for Shelbourne. We just have to run the clock out now. Andrews looking long for De Vliega. He's got the pace to get there. Does get there. Good cross with his left foot. Sheehan wins the header though. De Vliega's going to get the second ball back in towards Schwab. Manuel Schwab with his 39th of the season. Bohemians are the champions of Ireland. We are the champions of Ireland. Wow. De Vliega, great persistence to win this second ball. Good header. Schwab climbs, uses his height, 6'7". He's always going to get there. But we are the champions of Ireland. Nothing else in this game matters now. I don't even care about this highlight. We're the champions. Duros does turn his man though, gets the ball into the box. Dion Sanders heads it away. Doherty doesn't get there. O'Brien back to Maha. Williams, Sanderson out wide to Nabwezi. Ball forward towards Schofield. Schofield inside the area. Schofield puts it wide. It wouldn't have mattered if it gone in. They need to score 3 in stoppage time. Leahy, Softich. Leahy into Cooper. David Cooper makes it 4, and he deserves that goal. It's only his 6th of the season, but he has been such a provider of goals this season. Has the man on loan. And we have absolutely thumped Shelburne here. Considering we just don't ever beat Shelburne, we have thumped them. And we are the Premier Division champions. And I must say that we deserve it. It's Finity, the captain for the day, accepting the trophy. The man in the suit moves off to the side. I can't see us anywhere. Are we not out here celebrating with the players? Affinity lost the trophy high in the air. The red and white ticker tape comes down. But we're the champions. We are the champions. And that is the Republic of Ireland ticked off the list. And here is the list. We're ticking off our 4th nation. Ireland is done. Latvia we're moving on to next. That should be interesting. We've got a few foreign ones coming up now. We've done most of the UK and Ireland. We've only got Scotland and England left to go, but we've got a lot of foreign nations coming up now. We are not back in the UK for quite some time before we get to Scotland. So we're going into unknown areas now with all of these nations. It'd be interesting to see what the registration rules and stuff like that are. But 4 down, 29 to go. We are starting to get there. But guys, like I said, we are the champions. Thank you very much for watching this episode. Please remember to hit that thumbs up button, hit that like button. I am going to see out the season with Bohemians, as I always do. We could potentially win a cup final, which is another, feather in our cap, which would be great. In terms of our profile, we're up to 65% reputation again. Attributes haven't changed, but we're still studying for this Continental A. 3.5 stars reputation, but hopefully we can. We've entered the Ireland Hall of Fame. Apparently, we have entered the Ireland Hall of Fame, which is great. So we're a Hall of Famer now as well. Guys, thank you for watching. Next time you see me, we'll be in Latvia, where hopefully we can knock it off pretty quick. There's only 1 division in the game in Latvia, so I'll see you all for the next episode. Thank you very much, guys.